So, look. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole in. Definitely in, man. Let's keep him in. Let us keep him in. Let us stop talking about how Man United should get a real manager, because we might not want them to get a real manager. They may actually be very good with a real manager. You see what I'm saying? Because, look here. If they had a real manager, right? If they had a real manager, they could have been doing bits. But the fact that you have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the manager of a team that has personalities like Paul Pogba, Harry Maguire, Rafa Varane, David De Gea. These are big names, you know. Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood, Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo. These are big names, you know. Aaron Wan-Bissaka came in for big money, you know. Luke Shaw, big money signing. All these guys are big money signing. People like to talk about Man City. Man City signed this. Man City signed this. Man City spend this. Man City spend that. Chelsea spend money on this. Chelsea spend money on that. Look at United. Let's take a look at their lineup, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this lineup here. Look at the lineup. Maguire, $100 million. Luke Shaw, about $60 million or so. They paid a lot of money for him from Southampton. Wan-Bissaka, 50 million pounds from Crystal Palace. Lindelof, I don't think he came in for big money as far as I could remember. Let me just double check. Lindelof, I don't think he came in from Benfica. Don't think he was that expensive though. Lindelof was actually 35 mil. Yeah, that's big money too, man. 35 million euros. That's big money still. That is big money still. And then Pogba, 100 million. Greenwood, you know, homegrown. Bruno Fernandes, the fees could tally up to close to 80-something million euros as well. Jadon Sancho, what was that? What was that? $100 million. Let's just use dollars. Nemanja Matic, I think he came over from Chelsea for like a small, was it for free or something like that, or small fee? Ronaldo, oh man, the wages that he's on. And they still had to pay about 30 million for him or something like that, right? The bench ain't that good. Donny van de Beek rotting on the bench. Marcus Rashford coming back from injury. The thing about United is, like, we keep talking about McFred. Not today. When was it? Saturday? Yesterday? McFred did not start the game. It was Pogba and Matic, right? It was Pogba-matic. Very problematic, if you think about it. They started the game. It wasn't Fred and McTominay. Fred got a really sweet assist for Brazil. How he don't do it for United? I don't know. Maybe I know. It's because it's a system that he's playing in. Tite is actually a quality manager, and Ole doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You see what I'm saying? So you don't know how to utilize and get the best out of his players. Varane, not in the team. I don't rate Varane. I told you guys I don't rate Varane like that. Doesn't matter. Harry Maguire was absolutely doo-doo on the day. Maybe he's rusty. Or maybe he's just too laid back. Maybe that's what it is. But let's talk about these goals, man. Let me stop ripping it into these United players right about now. Mason Greenwood in the 19th minute, set up by Bruno Fernandes. Cutting from the right-hand side. Smashed with his left foot off the post. Really great goal. But Yuri Tillemans, you know, let me get the timeline right. Let me get the timeline right, because I'm pretty sure there's a few chances in between there that actually happened. So, 27 minute, Ricardo Pereira had a chance, and that was put across the face of goal. And Cristiano Ronaldo did get a shot that deflected and was saved by Kasper Schmeichel. That was very close. And Jadon Sancho almost picked up an assist, but we know that almost does not count. Because if you say you almost won the lottery, oh man, I just needed one more number. Bro, you didn't win the lottery still, right? You see what I'm saying? I almost did it. No, you didn't do it. You see what I mean? So, Jadon Sancho has been poor, man. It has been 8 games now, no assists, no goals. And people, what? People are not talking about that? People are not talking. I bet if he was playing for Man City, I bet if he was playing for a Chelsea, a Liverpool, any other club, you would have never heard the end of it. Never, ever, ever hear the end of it. The thing about this United team, right? The team has too many players in there that do not work well off the ball. Sancho, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Greenwood, all of these guys are not helping out in terms of pressing, in terms of winning back balls, and in terms of helping out in defense. Just think about what I'm saying. Think about exactly what I'm saying. So then it ends up putting a lot of pressure on all the other players because they have to carry the weight of some of these guys in a team who are just very tame. You see what I'm saying? And I've been calling Mason Greenwood very tame. I like Greenwood, but he's tame, man. He's tame. I need some more, anger from Greenwood. You see what I mean? I need him to rough up some players and things like that, legally. But I want him to show some more fight. You see what I mean? He looked like a baby still. You see what I mean? He need to be a little bit more rougher, in my opinion. But that Yuri Tillemans goal, David De Gea, could blame him, but you have to blame Harry Maguire because De Gea put some. He hit the ball good enough, and Harry Maguire had to meet the ball, but he was allowing the ball to run to him. And Iheanacho, who I'm very happy started the game because I think Brendan Rodgers sometimes really screw around with his selection and don't play Iheanacho enough from the start. And that was a really good win by Iheanacho, putting it to Tillemans, and Tillemans catching De Gea off his line. That was a great goal. That was a great goal. Yuri Tillemans, we know he's a special player, but he's been having a rough start to the season so far. So that'll just help his confidence. Look, the game had a few more chances. The other goal came in the 78th minute, but between there were a few chances. Iheanacho with a chance in the 40th minute, put wide, 1-1 at halftime. Matic had a shot that he blasted over. That would have been spectacular if it went in. And De Gea saved a brilliant shot from Tillemans in the 76th minute. That would have definitely gone in. Daka had a shot saved as well in a 78th minute that resulted in the corner that ended up being put in the back of the net by Chagla Soyuncu. Very scrappy goal. De Gea saving another shot by Daka, and Maguire, I think, playing on Soyuncu from the ricochet, and Soyuncu putting it into the back of the net. That would do a whole lot of good for his confidence, but it was all Leicester City after that. 82nd minute, Ricardo Pereira with a chance that he blasted wide, and then Rashford actually equalized in the 82nd minute. Lindelof, that was a great ball. I don't know how many people are talking about this, but that was a great, great ball by Victor Lindelof to Marcus Rashford. Caught the Leicester defense sleeping on their heels, and Rashford blasted in like he was playing all season. Solskjaer said that Rashford needs to focus on football more and less on his humanitarian side. You see what I'm saying? He has been doing a great job, but I think Solskjaer is definitely 100% spot on. Rashford, keep doing what you're doing, but remember, you would not have been able to do that. You wouldn't have had a platform if it wasn't for football. So keep your head switched on, and maybe you'll be back in the starting 11 pretty soon ahead of Jadon Sancho. Imagine if Greenwood is scoring. Marcus Rashford is playing well. Ronaldo, you can't drop him. Ferguson said you shouldn't drop Ronaldo. Jadon Sancho could end up on the bench like Danny Van de Beek. You see what I'm saying? He could end up. It would be Jadon Bencho. Ho, 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 ho. Jadon Bencho. Oh, man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Damn, you crap me up. That's a good one. That is a good one. That is a good one. But Marcus Rashford equalizing in the 82nd minute, but immediately after kickoff. You know they say you're most vulnerable after you score. That is exactly what happened there. Man United relax that they got equal again, and immediately after kickoff, Castagna, I think, run down the left flank, and then Wan-Bissaka went in, didn't win the ball properly, end up getting a yellow card. The ball flicked out, fell to Perez, who had came off the bench, and Perez just, dilly-dallying, dealing well with the pressure, laying back, playing in Jamie Vardy, who slapped it, literally slapped it into the back of the net. 3-2 to Leicester City. And there were more. 91st minute, free kick from Yuri Tillemans, flicked off the head of some players, fell nicely to Patson Daka at the far post, who put in a tap in, and it was 4-2 to Leicester City. The first Zambian to score a goal in the Prem de la Prem. Patson Daka did definitely deserve his goal. He was a menace off the bench. He has not been a menace for Zambia during the international break, but for Leicester, I think he has been very, very good. So Leicester, stand up, man. Big dirty victory against Manchester United. I got to give it to you. I think Leicester did win back-to-back games against United, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I think there'll be some stat out there like that. I think the last time they played United, they did beat United, guys. Guys, just verify that in the chat right now. Leicester 11th with 11 points. Only their third win. United are 6th with 14 points. Second loss of the season after losing to Villa. They drew to Southampton and also drew to... Who did they drew to again? Everton. And Man United are yet to play City. They're yet to play Chelsea. They're yet to play Liverpool. They're yet to play Tottenham. They're yet to play... Pretty sure they haven't played Arsenal yet, right? They haven't played none of these teams. And they have already lost 2 games and drew 2 games. It has been a horrible season for Manchester United. And I'm going to keep it 100%. Let's take a look at their form. Let's go. We're going to take a look at their form right now. You guys think I'm joking? Look at this. 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 They didn't start the season out too badly. 5-1 against Leeds. But then they went to Southampton and drew 1-1. They struggled against Wolves. I think Wolves, it was very harsh that Wolves lost that game, right? Very, very harsh. And then we had the Newcastle win. Yeah, Newcastle has been horrible this season, by the way. Young boys lost. Barely got past West Ham. You remember Mark Noble missed his penalty. Then they lost to West Ham in the Cup. So that's 4 losses already this season, you know, in all competitions. That's very poor. How does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still have a job? I don't even understand. At a top club, this kind of results, you deserve to get sacked. Seriously. Look at what Watford did. Shishko Munoz wasn't even doing badly, and he got sacked. If you want to talk international football, you go to the Kenyan. The Kenyan manager got sacked after drawing 2 games, and then the new manager they brought in lost, I think, about 7-0 on aggregate or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So, people are getting sacked for less than that. And Ole still has a job, but we do want him there, though, because you get results like Aston Villa 1, Man United 0. So, look at this, right? Man United, in their last 5 games, in all competitions, have lost 3. Let's go back. Let's not give him 5. Let's use 7 games. Last 7 games, 1, 2, 3, 4 losses. 4 losses. 1 draw. And 2 scrappy wins. 4 losses. 1 draw. And 2 scrappy wins in the last 7 games. Tell me if this was Klopp or Pep or Tuchel, if this would have been acceptable. Please, somebody explain that to me. If this was Nuno Espirito Santo, if this was Arteta, people would have been calling for Arteta's head. Arteta out. But only Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could get away with these things. And that is why Manchester United are past their glory days. And the only way they could actually get back to their glory days is to hire a proper manager and buy proper players in proper positions. And then you'll start winning some trophies. And I'm not talking about Europa Leagues either. I rest my case. For Manchester United, their next game, as you can see here, is against Atalanta. And if you take a... Wait, we're not going yet. Look at their next games coming up. I'm telling you, Manchester United, their next 5 games are against Atalanta twice, City, Tottenham, Liverpool. Their next 5 games, Man United, I'm telling you this, they are losing at least 3 of these games. At least 3. Guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Do appreciate that. Big up to Johnny Longs in the house, Raz. Big up to Asian Sensational, Steve in the house. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne in the house as well. Stu Mack in the house. Who else we got here? Big up to everybody in the house, man. Do appreciate you guys. That's what's going on with Manchester United. For Leicester City, their next game will be against Sparta Moscow as they look to bounce back in the Europa League after their loss in their last game there against Legia Warsaw. And then they play Brentford in a big game, big Premier League game. And then they have Brighton in the EFL Cup round of 16.